Hi Scorpio, welcome to your reading January 26th to February 1st. Something really silly happened. I actually shuffled all the cards, dealt all the cards, had your entire reading, and then realized you didn't record. So here we go again. And please don't forget, please subscribe and like this video. Also, the sign that's going to have the most likes is going to be the sign that I'm going to do first. And we are going to use that kind of order next time around. So that's kind of encouraging me to know if you're looking at it. And if you can tell me how this connects to you, that would be even really even more helpful. Also, there are some really specials this week that go low as $15. So take a look in the description. Okay, since everything is shuffled and set, let's start. This was the bottom of your deck. You have the Empress. Yes, Scorpio, you have been going through really, really turbulent times. You probably had, you and Sag, the worst times in the past 2 months, 2.5 months. And you felt very protective of your close ones. You felt very protective either of your family, of your siblings, or of your kids. Something has been happening. Some of you been going through really bad breakups through third-party situation. Some of them even through divorce because you had a tower in your previous reading. So this reading is only focused on this week, and maybe it's going to give you a taste what's going to happen toward the end of the week. For the full monthly reading, please check that one out. The link is going to be provided at the end of the video. So this is the base. You feel that you need to nurture. You feel that you want to find that power that you have. That power, this don't have to be kids, could be your ideas, could be putting your act together. You are kind of nurturing yourself. Empress in tarot is the very, very first card in the deck. It's number 3. Threes are very, very powerful cards. But 3 means that it's going to be first step toward action. You were so far maybe reactive, maybe completely inactive, maybe taken down. This is action, and it's highly nurturing action. You are going to exercise nourishment, femininity, or masculinity. Even though for you guys that are watching this, Empress doesn't mean that you're going to be a female or be very feminine. This really means you're going to approach things gently. Okay, so this is basically the base of your read. The first card that came out is the Star. Or it's the kitty here hoping to become a lion. And look at this pretty bushes, and nothing can take this kitty away. No catnip, nothing can be enthused. This also can represent Aquarius, and I know in your previous readings you had Aquarius as a bad guy or possibly an air sign that was messing up your life. And it was a lots of interaction between you and possibly a third party, or possibly was the boss who just didn't want to listen to your ideas and your inspiration. And this also means nourishment. It kind of means looking in the dark, but kind of like forming even in a dark intuition. That's why it's the card of hope. This is the card where we are looking up. So basically what happens, let's forget Aquarius for a moment. Right now, this tells me that you're like in the phase giving the Empress that you need to nourish that part as well. So that means that you really, really have to overcome yourself. You have to have this hope and faith, and you have to blend the past with the present. Um, that even tells me that you probably would be wise to get a tarot reading. Feel free to get it from me or from any tarot reader that you feel connected to. The reason for that is like each of you has specific energies and maybe specific problems, and you might want to get the answer. So this particularly means here that if you dealt with some problems in the past, and you felt like a victim, you have to take in account that, let's say somebody wrongs you and then you become reactive, you strike back, or you say something to hurt this person because you felt neglected or hurt, or not respected. But this other person kind of completely forgets their initial kind of like approach, and they just see the reaction. So this is kind of like going back and forth, and this is like a big ball of basically entanglement where you kind of can see only each other sides. So keep in mind that right now your job this week is to close it, to actually renew hope in you. And the way to do it is, believe it or not, I'm not asking you to forgive that other third person who may be messed, or to forgive the person who wronged you. I'm asking you to understand. The best way to go about it is to really think almost clinically at that situation. So this is also sign of Aquarius, which is very clinical, and they will make a very rational decision. So you have to imagine that situation that happened to you basically happened to someone else. Maybe even imagine that happened to someone else who you don't like. And go through that exercise either on paper or in your head to why do you think that happened to this person? And do not start connecting it to you. Just try to see all good and bad, and also what good came out of it, what bad came out of it. If you manage to understand what this person was going through at the same time, because nobody is purely good or purely bad, and neither are you. So you may acted badly toward this person may acted badly toward you, you may feel just like a victim. The goal here is to renew the hope. You do not wish to be a victim anymore. It is time to renew this hope. It is time to like blend that past experience and past knowledge and move on. The next card here is Earth King. This is the best possible path. There is like, I mean, really just king. Somebody who is taking things very slow. Somebody who is really happy about what they build. This goes back to your Empress card. They are like connected. So if you're like a guy, then this is you. If you're a woman, this is you. You're right now finding your core. You did manage to resolve the issues, and this kind of like put you to the next level. That penthouse that I was talking about. That next level means, look, I really worked very hard and I'm proud about it. Sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. And because I read this both ways, this could also mean I need to work hard. I need to work harder. I need to take it slow. I need to take it step by step. I will rebuild it. And pentacles are things that are moving very slow. But guess what? This is kind of like very stable and very firm, and things really work out with pentacles. So right now you're dealing with King of Pentacles, somebody who is really, really fair, somebody who is very nice, but somebody on the negative side who basically might be dragging their feet, So on a positive side, this is kind of like materially and spiritually rewarding, somebody very reliable, somebody sensual. Good news. On a bad side is being too materialistic, maybe being stubborn, uh, maybe being even dangerous when angry. So it could be addiction to physical things. So basically, you need to resolve here, and you need to gain hope. You need to reconnect to being nurturing. You need to gain hope and come to the source of building or rebuilding your life step by step. And guess what? You're going to be rewarded for that. Four of Fire. Four of Fire is Four of Wands in the regular deck. Four of Wands usually shows us like happy family and wedding, and everybody's so happy when they see this card. Yeah, it's great, it's celebration, but guess what? How many marriages do not last? Is marriage really the final step and they live happily ever after? Is this really what's happening, or they brainwashed us when we were children? Yeah, we know the answer to that, right? So maybe your marriage collapsed here. Maybe in the downward point, like this means everything collapsed. You lost hope, and you just like feel everything is lost. Your marriage, your relationship, you lost your job. But look, when you put them upright, you are able to gain hope, you're able to build it, and things will start like rolling up fast by the end of the week. Beginning of February, things will start looking up. So marriage or a relationship, whenever we start, it's a beginning. This is number 4. It is very far from 10. And 10 is completion of a stage. It's not completion of life. Completion of life is death. And you did not draw this card. You didn't draw that finality and rebirth. So you drew that, like, basically on the next level. You did commit, or you're like getting out of commitment of that next level, and you are basically deciding that you're going to hope again and kind of like move forward. And the bottom line, let's not forget, it was this nurturing thing. You need to nurture yourself, right? And this is hope, nurture. So you actually have 2 major arcanas here, which means it's going to be very, very important week for you. Let's see if I can put all 4 here. And as that, just, I think that's the message. Have hope and rebuild. That's what I would say for you, dear Scorpio. So the next is going to be your rune reading.